So niko hapa na another of our comrade anataka kumuliza maswali 1 2 3, so maybe aanze na jina yake. Unaitwa nani?
Kwa majina ni Bit Anthony.
Anthony, uko mwaka gani?
I'm in third year.
Unafanya course gani?
Course ni biomedical.
Okay. So niko sure you are aware that tulikuwa tumefanya election juzi. Were you part of the election when you walivote?
Actually, I was part of the election but I never voted.
Tunaweza tuambia kwa nini hukuvote?
Actually, challenges zile za kosa kupiga kura. As comrades, whenever we are going to vote, kuna kuanga na ile kitu na vote kwamba unajua unataka kitu fulani whenever you are voting. Lakini ukiona like I'm going to vote lakini hakuna kitu ile nitapata through this process, there's no need of participating in the process. That's why I never participated in the process.
So maybe utuambie kwa nini ulisema you never get anything after voting. Explain that further.
Actually, one of the things ambao we don't get anything in our political regime here at Chuka University. There's nothing ambao inaletwa na student leaders. The student leaders, they're always poor, giving fake promises during the campaigns, lakini after ile kuchaguliwa they do nothing. That's why actually as comrade we see no reason of going and participate in this process. Maybe let's say actually if you can give this chance to lecturers of the institution just to lead this institution without student leadership, actually I think the institution can become a better place. Yeah.
So in short, tunajaribu kutuambia since umekuwa hapa for the 3 years you have never seen anything that the Kusa University officials wanafanya, student administration wanafanya. Unasema hivyo kuhusu maslahi yenu kama comrades ama what in general, hawasaidii kivipi?
Kulingana na Chuka University, wale student leaders ambao tuko nao hapa sio wale student leaders ambao wanasema actually they can push for anything ambao it's beneficial to a normal comrade, or to a normal comrade something they can push until come to happen. No, there's nothing that these student leaders can do. One of this reason I'm saying, when I joined the university, actually I believe that the institution or Chuka University is a place whereby we can be having student leaders like any other university, whereby the leaders can be pushing for a certain thing and it come to pass. But here at Chuka, actually things are different. Whenever we are going to choose actually our leaders, after getting into office, kuna kuanga na ile hongo yenye wao wanakula. So wakiingia huko ni ile wanahongwa every weekend, going to Elementaita, going to Nakuru, going sijui where, going Baringo. So actually after that, even that's why actually you will see students complaining of an increase in fees. The increase in fees inafanyika because after hao wamehongwa, then the management inaamua yaongeze fees. Then actually there's nothing a normal student can do. Actually that's why we see no reason of voting these leaders and coming into office to lead us. Yeah.
Maybe unaweza tuambia, are there some of the challenges you see that many comrades wanna go through, na kuna mtu push for their help or something in any way, unajua some of the problems they're going through, na unataka the new student officials au wenye wameingia juzi unataka wasaidie kivipi?
Actually we have so many challenges here that we want to be addressed by our leaders. Okay, one of these challenges imekuwa ni challenge ya missing ya security pale kwa gate ile ya kuharasiwa. Pale ambapo unatoka kwako 6 unafika pale 6:30, kuingia kwa gate unaulizwa gate pass. Wanaangalia gate pass hapo, kama wanaangalia unaona like wanaanza kusumbua pale kwa gate. So unashangaa like unaweza amka kwako 6:30 kuja kwenye shule yenu. So ile kitu mbaki na kushinda sana. So if we can be having leadership or student leaders who can address this issue critically or in a way which can help, actually can be a very good thing. But actually for now I don't see if the current leadership can solve this. I don't see. Sioni.
Okay. So umesema one of the reasons ni waangalie story na gate pass.
Yeah,
so we una suggest your gate pass, since unafaa kuwa nayo at the beginning of the semester, are you suggesting that maybe push hiyo kuwa na gate pass till mid of the semester, ama when the exams are beginning, ama una feel aje about the gate pass issue?
Mambo na gate pass, the suggestion ambayo nilikuwa na mambo na gate pass. So in the beginning, the start of the semester, students can enter the institution by use of their student IDs. They have the student IDs. They have the normal IDs, that is the Kenyan ID or the national ID. So they can enter or they can access the institution by use of the school ID. Then let's say actually time ya exam ikikaribia hiyo, then a student inabidi sasa by that time akuwe na kitu kama gate pass, because you cannot tell me this student anataka kufungua then by that time amepata ameshapata gate pass. No. Na sasa kama ana na bado hiyo fees atalipa, whether ataingia kwa shule ama ataingia, haimaanishi kwamba atalipa fees nusu because aku attend these classes. So the best thing ni like these students, they can access the institution, then semester vile inaendelea hapo hivyo, we can say like now a certain month, or let's say from March or the last month to examination, I think now the students can be allowed to be owning now the gate passes. Another challenge, that was the first challenge about the gate pass. The second challenge we are facing, Chuka University has so many poor facilities. Actually, since the previous Vice Chancellor left, Professor Chuka, the facilities for Chuka University has been very poor. One thing is about chairs. We'll see like I'm carrying a chair, can be traveling with a chair like a distance which is whereby if mimi niko KU ama niko UN pale, neza lipa gari ya 50 bob ndio nibebewe kiti hadi mahali ambapo inabidi ukuwe na class. Ufike class nisimame, naona like pale sina kiti niende. Nikifika kwangu nasikia kuna cut ama kuna anything ambayo lecturer anasema. So ile si kuenda class because of kukosa viti. And this is an issue ambayo inabidi institution inabidi kuwe imeshughulikia. The second thing, hata shule ina maji pekee yake ya kunywa pia tunakosa. The third challenge ambayo we are facing in this institution, lack of power. When at the time whereby we were having Mr. Njoka or Professor Njoka, actually there was electricity everywhere. We know that currently Kenya, we have been facing a problem or a challenge in electricity, loss in power. KPLC loss in power has been actually, the challenges even has been addressed in the National Assembly, and we are still looking if there can be a solution which can be found. So here at Chuka University, not even in Chuka University, let's say we are having KU, UN or other universities, most of these institutions, they have the automatic generator. Whenever there's a loss in power, the automatic generator can be used actually to provide power for students to continue with their studies. But at Chuka University, since Mr. Professor Njoka left, there's nothing like that. When the stima ikipotea, tunabaki kwa giza. So this is another challenge which cannot be addressed by student leaders. Maybe if as students we can arise and go and remove the current leadership from office through by force, and now we can say that we don't want the student leaders, and then I think we can be having a good political regime in this current institution.
Okay, thank you for your views and opinions. So hapo kwa the student leaders, instead of unaona kwenda kuwatoa, maybe what would you advise wafanye so that in case hawajafanya hivyo, sisi kama students tuone an alternative way to do?
Actually, Chuka University, there's no way we can advise our leaders, the leaders who are giving fake promises during the campaigns. There's no way we can be advising.
So umetuambia challenges, kuna hiyo ya students, kuna ya maji. There are some other challenges.
Challenges nimesema pale, nimeanza na kukuambia kwamba some of these challenges, one, we have the challenges in power, more electricity. The second challenge about water. The other challenge is about electricity, Chuka University. And actually, other facilities zingine ziko too much poor currently at Chuka University, ukiangalia generally. Yeah.
So your story maybe could raise the fee. Your story could raise your fee to 52,000. Do you feel like it affect students a lot? Ama unaona aje on your side?
That thing is going actually to challenge so many students. Especially we have so many students who are coming for very humble background. Actually, Chuka University is not Strathmore. Chuka University is not Nairobi University. I think if it was to raise the fees, these people, they need to go and raise the fees at Strathmore. They make the fees to be 500,000. They make the fee at Strathmore 500,000, at UN 550. But at Chuka universities, we have so many students who are coming for poor or humble backgrounds, and most of these students, they are relying on help. Okay, when we are going most of the help, the maximum help it's 60,000. This help 60,000 is actually divided by into two. That is 30, and 30 minus 4 you are remaining with 26. 26 minus 120 you remain with 25, 580. That 580 nowadays you have bank transaction. So let's say you are going to get something like 25, 650. That help you are going to get students. They are paying fees. Others, they are using the same amount to pay their rent. They're using the same amount to pay for their transport to come to Chuka, because some are coming from Tuvalu, Mombasa, and other parts of the country. So whenever you're talking about raising the fee, I don't know, you want to increase the illiteracy in Kenya or what? That's what I don't understand about increasing the fees. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you for your opinion. Kitu ya mwisho unaweza sema kuhusu Chuka, maybe wewe Chuka imekusaidia aje? Are there some, juu umesema problems, kuna vitu Chuka imekusaidia in any way?
One thing I can appreciate about Chuka, I've interacted with many people. I've learned how to survive as a comrade. In terms of how Chuka has helped me, maybe I wait after graduation and see if the degree can help. That's when I can come back and say Chuka has helped me. But for now, it's nothing. Yeah.
How about curriculum activities zenye ziko, ama kuna drama, kuna unaona ni kama hii shule inaguza talent, like for those who can act, for those who can play, unaona ni kama inasaidia?
Yeah, in terms of co-curriculum activities, I can say that the institution is trying, because we have so many games like volleyball, soccer, we have taekwondo, we have any other games. So those people who are so much interested in these games, they are open and they are allowed actually to join and and they can participate in another game. In that area, I can say the institution has tried. But in part-time, in these areas, they also need to increase some of these facilities, like for example the playing grounds. If the institution can have enough field or enough area to do these activities, can be the best thing. Yeah.
Okay, thank you Anthony for your views about Chuka. Now I think tumefika mwisho wa interview yetu. Thank you guys for being with us mpaka penye tumefika. Yeah, thank you.